Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with our Eibar career mode here, episode number 21. So we're moving along pretty well in the league, up against Real Madrid, who are in first as of right now. If we can win this game, we can kind of bring back the table into a little bit closer contention than it is right now. They're kind of running away with the league, so this is definitely a good game for us to try to pull some points back and maybe even kind of toss a little issues right into the table that is right now, and I mean for like the entire table. So because if we win this game, a lot of things could start happening in the next few weeks if Real Madrid continue to lose. But this is the game of the best defense against the best offense. They score the most goals in the league. We concede the least amount of goals in the league. So this is definitely going to be a big game nonetheless. And here, very early on into the game, we actually managed to pull the ball away from them. Jamie Vardy kind of nudges him in the back, manages to pull the ball away, puts it into Iheanacho. Iheanacho passes it back to Jamie Vardy, and we managed to grab the goal within 3 minutes of the game. And I was buzzing at this point. Had to get Jamie Vardy that goal. He's our big signing that was going to kind of push us into that next level of the league and make sure that we're contending for that top four spot. I want to get Jamie Vardy some European football. I want to get our entire team some European football, and he's going to be the big guy in the team to definitely do that for us. So our lineup has basically stayed the same the past few games now. Jamie Vardy has set himself into that center attacking mid position very well, and he's playing really well sitting back right there, playing behind Iheanacho, who has that little bit of pace to definitely get us goals. Just kind of is that another option for us in case the ball doesn't end up getting to Iheanacho. So it's been working really well for us. Here in the first half, not much went on. It was really that first goal, and then we kind of sat back a little bit. They tried to push forward but didn't get many opportunities. This was probably their best chance right here, and I couldn't seem to get around the player to try to get the ball away, so they ended up getting a shot on goal, but our keeper making a big save for us like he has been all season. Big reason why we have the best defense in the league for sure. So definitely really happy to have this lead coming into the second half. Looking at the lineup a little bit, I was like, maybe I should make some changes, but everybody was on pretty good fitness, so I figured we may as well just keep things the way they are. So like I said, things have been going really well with this season. Jamie Vardy ends up getting another shot on goal here, but manages to hit it right at the keeper, so they make a good save there, and we continue with our 1-0 lead. They did not have many opportunities at all. Now, granted, they didn't play their strongest lineup out, which I kind of expected, and really disappointed not to get a goal there as well. It was kind of late in the game. I had brought King in just to kind of make sure that we kept fitness pretty well within the team, because our schedule is going to get a little hectic here now that we're coming to the last couple games of the Cup, which you are going to see the second leg of that Valencia Cup game as the last game in this episode. So a little disappointed actually that Real Madrid didn't put up more of a fight. It was a little bit of a boring game after that. After the first 2 minutes of the game, it really just kind of died out. I mean, they brought on Ronaldo, and he kind of changed things at least a little bit for them, but it really didn't make too much of a difference. It was still like, I mean, as you see here, he had that one opportunity. He was kind of in the right position to get the ball away from us, and he managed to pull a free kick there. And at this point, I'm like, I swear, if I just made it through all the past 88 minutes of this game and then concede a goal, and we concede right here to a free kick, I would have been furious. But we managed to live to fight another day, and we are going to pull this game out and win 1-0. So a massive win here. Puts us in good position in the league. We have been dropping points here and there with some draws, so we definitely needed a big game, step up against the big name squads like Real Madrid. So things are going really well. Jamie Vardy, like I said, is playing well. I'm excited to see how long I can kind of keep him in the game, how long I can keep his career going. I think now that he's playing in that center attacking mid position, that he's definitely going to be able to continue playing without it hindering him too much, with his pace starting to deter a little bit. So even though that is on the downward slope at this point, he's definitely still got the passing, he's got the shooting, he's got everything I need from him right now. So a little bit of training here I accidentally hit simulating instead of simulate all, so you guys see Lee moves up a little bit. The players are progressing pretty well, but none of them are obviously still getting into the squad, so Orellana is probably the closest one to getting into the first team, and he's growing pretty well. His dribbling is coming up pretty good. His ball control is fantastic. He's progressing really well, and I'm really excited to see what kind of player he turns into. For the second game of the episode, we are going up against Real Betis. I feel like we play this team all the time, whether it's a cup game or in the league, but big game against them nonetheless. Honestly, I could have sworn he got hurt right there, and this is late in the game. The first half, literally no chances were made. We literally just kept passing the ball around the midfield. Bad passing, good defense, all of these things. They managed to get an opportunity there. It bounces off the crossbar. They had another opportunity. We actually managed to make sure that they don't get the opportunity there as well, getting the ball out. So here in the 70th minute is probably our best opportunity to score in this game. But like I said, this was a massive midfield battle, and we didn't get opportunities until everybody on the pitch was tired, and both of our offenses were able to kind of capitalize on their slower and tired defenses. But still, nothing really going on. We definitely put the pressure on, like I said, in the kind of dying embers of this game, but nothing was really working out. My team wasn't playing all that well. Iheanacho was doing okay, so was Jamie Vardy, but like I said, the entire team as a midfield, we weren't passing very well. The ball wasn't getting around where I needed it to be, so it changed things a lot for this game, and made things really difficult. Obviously, they have Clint Dempsey on the team, so it was good for us to make sure that he didn't get too many shots on goal. I believe he was the one who actually almost ended up scoring on us in that 50th minute, hitting the crossbar, I think was him. And we got lucky that we also didn't get scored on by that bike. But here in the 90th minute, I knew this was going to be the last chance, so I go ahead and make a substitution, try to bring on somebody who's going to give me the best chance to get this free kick taken. And I was looking through, checking all of my stats, because I couldn't really remember who had the best free kick, but I was almost positive it was going to be Adrian Gonzalez. So we're going to go ahead and bring him into the team and check a couple of the other players, but nonetheless, he is my best option. So we're going to go ahead and bring him on for Escalante. It didn't really matter whoever placed him with, because like I said, I knew this was going to be the last opportunity of the game. It's a little far out, so I wasn't really too confident in making this. I ended up pulling this just a little too much and putting a little bit too much curve on it. Ends up bouncing literally just on the wrong side of that goalpost. So the game does come down to a 0-0 draw. Disappointing to drop points, especially after we had just beat Real Madrid, but it didn't surprise me, because like I said, after that third minute of that Real Madrid game, it was the same story as it was here. We just didn't get the opportunities we needed to actually score. As you see, 4 shots for them, 1 on target, 6 shots for me, 2 on target. It was a boring game all the way around. So this is probably the most boring recording session I've ever recorded, because coming into this next game, it was against Valencia. This is the semifinals of the cup. I wanted to make sure that for sure I was going to get into this cup. As you see here, Real Madrid's on the other side. They have that 2-1 lead. We have a 2-0 lead. So my mind was 110% on just winning aggregate. I didn't care if I won the game. I would still try a little bit good to have some good opportunities there. I was looking at the lineup. I was like, okay, who can I bring in? Nothing really interested me too much. Like I said, I wanted to make sure that just in case I needed a goal, I still had my strongest team out there to give me a chance. We pick up in the 40th minute. As you see, 74% possession for us. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. I was literally passing the ball around, not necessarily around the back, but around my midfield the entire game. I was making sure they could not get a touch of the ball. I was kind of playing to the point where I wasn't really going for goal too many times here in like the 40th minute. I wanted to get a couple opportunities before halftime to try to get us maybe a goal. And you see here, I got tackled down right there, and I was pretty sure that was going to be a free kick. That's why I was kind of playing around with the ball, just trying to bait out a free kick, but nothing ended up coming of it. We get one more opportunity here before halftime, passing the ball around well. Miyaichi gets a breakaway run. I think if he had a little bit more pace and a little bit more fitness right there, I think we honestly could have gotten the goal. I think he was a bit tired, and that kind of hindered his finishing ability. And we end up going into the half at a 0-0 draw, but 2-0 on aggregate. So it's going to be the same story in the second half. I'm just going to pass around the ball. I'm just going to try to keep the game where I want it and just, make opportunities whenever I see them pop up. But really, I just wanted to hold that ball. 71% possession. They had zero shots, zero shots in total, zero on target, obviously. We had 2 shots, 1 on target. So same story here, second half. There weren't even highlights. I mean, this is the closest opportunity I got to scoring, but I had brought Einrich on to give me a little bit of pace just in case I needed another goal, and so there weren't any shocking results here at the end of the game. But as you see, our keeper had 1 save, there had 6. So, I mean, we still had some good opportunities there, but none that were really ever going to fully challenge the keeper. So we managed to win the game there, or win on aggregate, rather. Moving on into the final against Real Madrid. It should be a good game. Like I said, winning that first game 1-0 early on and just being able to maintain the Real Madrid offense was really promising for me. I think I can do it again in the cup final. It'll be a little interesting to see because of they're going to play their strongest team because it is the cup final, but we managed to finish the game with 68% possession, 5 shots, 4 on target. Valencia had 0 shots, 0 on target, 32% possession. Their passing was good when they had the ball, but I honestly kept the ball as much as possible. I'm going to show you guys how many passes I really did. As you see, it kind of was along that back line. 17 passes, 21 passes, 19 passes, 21 passes. So passing all around that back line, but it wasn't like I was sitting too far back. It was just kind of I was passing mainly with the defenders. So the table right now, we are in 6th place with 45 points, but we have a game in hand against the 2 teams in front of us. So we can definitely hop up in the table in the next episode. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.